What's up? It is AEW Rampage time. Welcome to episode 4 of our AEW universe. We started in May of week 1 with Dynamite and Rampage, and we just did an episode of Dynamite. This is our second episode of Rampage, 4th overall episode. Definitely excited for the show. It's not going to be super crazy. There's 3 matches on it. We'll get into that here. I'll let my terrible Excalibur voice on here get into it with my pretty good Tony Schiavone voice. But nonetheless, I know that Excalibur doesn't sound like Excalibur. We might get another character in here to try to make it our own here. But for now, we'll call him Excelsior or something like that. Our version of Excalibur and Tony Schiavone are about to get us into the show. Not going to waste too much time. Going to jump right in. I'm going to let them take it away. And then I'll jump back here in just a minute. So let's go.
Welcome to AEW Rampage. I'm Excalibur alongside my colleague Tony Schiavone as always, and we're bringing you 3 major matches here tonight. It's sure to be exciting.
Yes, sir. We will see a bit of a grudge match tonight as Claudio Castagnoli of the Blackpool Combat Club will take on Brody, King of the House of Black, with the winner moving forward in the International Championship title picture.
Our main event this evening will see Christian Cage face Bandido in a TNT Championship qualifier match. Christian Cage is looking for a second opportunity tonight, as things have not gone his way in AEW up to this point. Bandido is one of the most gifted athletes in all of professional wrestling, and he's looking to take advantage of a perhaps insecure Christian Cage in what will be Bandido's all-elite wrestling debut.
That one will be awesome, Excalibur. But first, we will see the Hardys take on the Gunn Club. This will be the Hardys' first match back as a tag team here in AEW. However, both have scored impressive singles victories in the first week of competition. Can the Gunn Club stomp out the Hardys' momentum? Let's go to the ring.
All right. Thank you, Excalibur, Tony Schiavone, for the introduction. Like he said, we've got a 3-match slate. This is going to be the first one. We've got a tag team match here. This is going to be the first time the Hardys have tagged together here in our AEW universe. They both got really impressive singles wins against some pretty good opponents in our first week. The first ever match in our AEW universe was Jeff Hardy versus Pac on Dynamite. Great match. Jeff Hardy took home the W with a Swanton Bomb, classic style. Matt, in a match that he was maybe not supposed to win. I think a lot of people thought that he would lose to Adam Cole. Adam Cole lost. No Gaga. Adam Cole lost fair and square to Matt Hardy. Caught him sleeping, but 2 big wins from these guys. They are pursuing some tag team gold, but it is not a shoe-in. The Gunn Club, they have to get through these guys first. So yeah, I mean, here's the deal with the Gunns. You know, this is in their blood. Tag team wrestling is in their blood. Their dad pretty much only ever tag team wrestled, at least in his most successful moments. We had the Smoking Guns, the New Age Outlaws, Billy and Chuck, and these guys are brothers just like the Hardys are. So I mean, there's a lot of familiarity here. I think the Gunns really do want to show that they deserve some respect on their name. So this could go either way. I think, like I said, a lot of people think that this is just that we're just feeding the Gunns to the Hardys here, but I don't think that's the case. This is gonna be a good match. So let's get it going. We got Jeff Hardy starting, Colton Gunn starting, and we're underway. Okay, got a little technical glitch. Hopefully that doesn't continue. Anyway, Colton Gunn going to work on Jeff Hardy pretty quick. Punching him in the face, tried to punch him. Oof, still going right at the face, and he tells him to suck it. That's, I don't think he can do that on AEW television without, old Uncle Paul suing him. So let's not get, Tony Khan sued there, Colton Gunn. Colton Gunn with the tag. Gets Austin Gunn in. Colton was doing well there against Jeff, but, well, Colton coming right back. Wow. Jeff getting a little, upset here. Throwing Colton out. Right on his back. Jeff looking like he might have something up his sleeve. Whoa! Nice drop kick through the rope. Diving drop kick to the outside. Doing his work. And what has Jeff got in mind? He's sprinting around the ring. Hopping over the stairs. Whoa! And a running tit slap from Jeff Hardy. He gets all that momentum behind him there. A nice little slam to the outside, but we're getting close to a count out situation here. We're at a 5 count, and Jeff is still working on Austin Gunn. Hits him with a vertical suplex at the 7 count. What are we looking at? This is not how we want an important tag match like this to end, but Austin is back in the match, back in the ring, as is Jeff, so we are good on the count here. Huge DDT. Jeff Hardy showing some aggression here. Colton bringing it back. I mean, sorry, not Colton. Austin Gunn bringing it back. One of these ass boys. Classic Jeff Hardy. Got his hand here. Twisted his arm. Nice little arm drag there off the turnbuckle. Got a pin. One count. A little too quick for that. Here's the thing in these tag matches, and we've seen this a lot. I mean, they tend to, they're hard to win because you really can't just pin somebody and hope for the best, because these guys' partners are going to get in here and try to break up the count, break up the submission, whatever it is. However you plan on winning, there's a chance, a good chance, that unless you knock the partner off the apron there, that the partner's been, you know, immobilized, then you're gonna have a hard time getting a finish. So it takes a lot to win a tag match in the AEW universe mode. But we'll see what we can do. We saw the Huntsmen already. They got a huge tag win, and then they got a huge tag loss. So it's really kind of an any given Sunday type of situation, but in wrestling, any given Wednesday or Friday. Matt Hardy kicking out at 1 here. Colton Gunn in the match with Matt. A nice kick to the face. And going and tagging Austin back in, and Matt gets Jeff in the match here. So we have a cast change all around. It definitely feels like the majority of this match has been these two guys in here. So we've got Jeff and Austin. Wow. Nice springboard crossbody. And a twist of fate! Twist of fate! Let's go! But, like we said, Colton Gunn is not immobilized. Colton Gunn is still on the apron here. Wow. And just like that, all that upward trajectory, all that good momentum, Jeff Hardy's just taking a bump on his own accord there. I think they had a little miscommunication in the dance steps. Here, Jeff Hardy just took a bump. Now we've got Colton in the match here. And Jeff's got him. Whoa! And we just had a twist of fate with the Colton on the apron, but Colton gets right up, doesn't sell it. He's right back in the match, but Matt gets in there and immediately taking out those old knees of Matt is Colton Gunn. Colton tags Austin right back in. So we're definitely, there's a little bit of strategy to be had here with the conserving energy, maximizing their energy in this match. But Matt looking dead here. We got a pin. One. Didn't take long. Jeff breaks it up. Both teams are in the ring, but Colton steps out for a second. Oh my gosh! Austin just hit the illegal man with a famouser. So that's going to definitely take Jeff out here for a second, but we'll see what happens. Matt gets thrown into the corner, and Austin again setting his sights on the illegal man, Jeff. He throws Jeff into the other corner. Oh, and then working on Matt, finally. Looks like Jeff is stunned. Oh, but Matt again with that reversal. He definitely has that move scouted of Austin Gunn's. He's reversed it a few times. Here we go. Matt thought he might have gone for a twist of fate there, but he goes for this vertical suplex style little flapjack situation, almost like an X Factor. Didn't seem to be super effective, but Jeff comes right into the match, knocks Austin on his ass. And going to town with the right hands, really punching Austin right in his face. And he's got him again. Oh, going to town. Oh, and it looks like I couldn't tell if that was some color that he's got right there or what just happened, but Austin just took a whole lot of punches to the face. Ugh, and Austin shaking it off. It does look like he might have some damage there to the eyelid. Jeff maintaining the upper hand here. Another springboard crossbody with a pin combination. 1, 2. Oh, Colton breaks it up. Jeff losing his patience here, but he knows what he's got to do. And we got, it didn't look like Jeff was trying to cut off Austin from getting the tag to Colton, but he was able to sneak through, get the tag, and Colton is in there, and he's smacking Jeff around, kicks him right in the face. And he's going up top, and a huge elbow drop to the back of Jeff Hardy, and he's flipping him over. We've got a pin here. Not even a 1 count. The ref a little slow to get in on that count. We've had some interesting referee situations the last few weeks, so hopefully we don't have any of that gaga screwiness going on here. But Colton is really doing work on Jeff. 1. No, not 1. Whoa, that's a 1. 2. That was an incredibly slow count, and Jeff kicks out. I think Colton might have had him there. Colton really did seem to have him, but now he just hit him with a huge move, a little, no! Wow, what a sequence that was. Matt Hardy able to get in the nick of time and save Jeff from going under there. We just had 2 back-to-back situations where it looked like Jeff Hardy was finished. 1, 2. We got a 1 count on the outside, but Jeff Hardy, he got pinned. The ref was very slow to count to 3. To count to 2, he didn't get to 3. Colton, Jeff just knocked Austin off the apron, so that's exactly what he wants to do, but he's got Colton tied up. What do we have here? He's taking him to the corner, face to the turnbuckle. And just stomping him. Colton's not going to be out for too much longer, so Jeff kind of wasted an opportunity there by not going for a pin. But as I said, though, Jeff very nearly got pinned for 3, but the slow count from the ref saved him, and then right after that, very nearly takes a 3 count when Colton, I think, hits his finisher on Jeff, and Matt is able to get in at 2.999. And Matt got Colton up for kind of almost like an avalanche type twist of fate, a very interesting cutter, and Austin right in there. Again, we are to this point where one of these teams is going to have to do the smart thing and neutralize the other team's partner. Oh, and there it looks like that finisher again. Colton going for the pin. 1. Oh, Jeff right in there to break it up. Colton doing a little dance, making a little love, getting down tonight, and telling the Hardys to suck it. Colton tags in Austin. Austin in here. He seems to probably be the fresh guy, but he gets his tits slapped right off the bat. Gets the side effect by Matt, but Colton grabs Matt and gives him a headbutt, and Matt's gonna fall out of the ring. Very smart on the Gunn's part, because Matt had just hit the side effect. If Matt had decided to knock Colton off the apron or do the smart play, oh, swinging net breaker. If he had done the right thing, he could have had an opportunity there, but Colton jumps the Gunn, cuts him off, headbutts him before anything can happen, and Colt's pretty much saving Austin Gunn from any kind of pin attempt, from even having to save him. He jumped right in there and got some took care of business. So Colton in the match now, smashing Matt around. Definitely with the upper hand here, but Matt, hitting him with that reverse DDT. That's a huge move. It looks like something out of Christian Cage's book. As we've seen Bowens do that move, obviously we've seen Christian do it, and now we're seeing Matt Hardy do it. Oh, wow, here we go, classic Hardys! Poetry in motion! Yes. Hitting the greatest hits here. Jeff again going over to Austin. Punching Austin in the face. Gonna hit him with that apron twist of fate. So Austin out of the match. Again, we are in a good situation. If Jeff throwing Colton Mind out of that corner again. Could this be an avalanche twist of fate off the top? Oh my gosh. And it looks like Colton Gunn is getting some color here. 1, 2. Oh, Colton Gunn kicks out. Tag team wrestling indeed. Jeff Hardy with the avalanche twist of fate, the move that Matt Hardy beat Adam Cole with. Couldn't beat Colton Gunn with it just now. Colton Gunn fair and square kicked out of it, but he's busted open in the process. And now, Matt getting that submission. I can't remember what he calls it, but it's definitely effective. He's, wow. And Austin jumps right in there and knocks him out. Gets Colton out of there, but again with that reverse DDT. And Matt tagging in Jeff. Jeff, going with a running forearm strike there. And he's going up top. Could this be? No. Colton's getting up. Smartest thing he could have done, and Jeff's just gonna jump ship there, abandon trying to do too much off the top rope. Smart play by Jeff. And he's going back to the drawing board, back to the offense. There's a twist of fate. We got a 1. Not even a 1 count. Wow. A back and forth battle here, but it really does feel like the Hardys just aren't employing the correct strategy. The ref is out, but he's finally getting back up. I don't know what just happened there. I don't think I caught it, but the ref was down momentarily. Jeff again throwing Colton into that corner. He's really liking that corner. Does he have another avalanche twist of fate for him here? He does! But again, Austin is right there and he's ready. Not even a 1 count. So the Hardys are going to get frustrated here. It looks like they keep having chances. Jeff going to go tag Matt. They've had chances, but they cannot get their timing right when it comes to taking care of the other partner. Austin, Colton, they're breaking up these counts. The one chance that Jeff Hardy had with that 1 avalanche twist of fate, Colton straight up kicked out of. And then Colton has had a couple of opportunities where he was foiled, broken up by Matt at the 299, and then that slow count from the ref. Kind of interesting how that's gone down, but the Gunn's still sticking it out in this match. Colton, in spite of being busted open, still giving giving a good effort here to Matt Hardy. Tags in Austin. Again, these teams still trying to save some energy, but there is a huge twist of fate for Matt. What do we have? We got a 1. Oh. Jeff just too slow to get into the ring. The Guns are too quick. Offensively and defensively here. The Hardys having a hard time putting this away, but they've had a multitude of opportunities. I imagine this is starting to get frustrating. If the Guns are able to, oh my gosh, here we go with this cutter again, but this is to Austin. I think he hit Colton with it last time. Regardless, huge move, and Austin looks dead, but he chooses not to go for the pin, and they choose not to knock Colton off the apron. So I don't know what's going on here. They must have a different kind of strategy, but so far, if the Guns are able to pull this out, it's gonna be quite an upset. Not only, you know, from the perspective that the Hardys are, you know, a classic, one of the greatest to ever do it tag teams. On top of that, they've had so many chances to win this match, but Matt looks like he's setting something up. He has a twist of fate. There's a 1 count. Oh, again. The Hardys, they cannot figure it out. They're not able to jump the gun quick enough, no pun intended. And Matt with a huge leg drop. That could do it. 1, 2, 3. Jeff Hardy cuts Colton off in spectacular fashion, and Matt wins with the huge leg drop right after a twist of fate. So many twists of fate. Again, us hitting all the hits. Great match. Hardys definitely couldn't figure it out there for a second, but Jeff at the very end was able to jump in, cut him off, and allow Matt to get the 3 count. So that was huge. Huge win for the Hardys. They've got to be moving on in the tag team picture. That was a really fun match. So, but we also should maybe keep the Guns in consideration too, because they really showed out. I definitely was impressed with Colton there.
Yeah, excuse me, Lee. I'm sorry to interrupt, but it looks like the Hardys would like to say something down in the ring. Let's see what's going on.
All right.
Everybody in this arena looks surprised at what just happened in this ring, but we are not surprised. It's time for the Hardys to finally complete the collection. We've been all over the world, we've been in every company, and we're ready to cement our legacy as the greatest tag team to ever do it. We are coming for those tag team titles. Oh yeah, and one more thing while I've got the TV time. I just want to wish my old buddy Christian Cage good luck in his match tonight against Bandido. Everybody give it up for Christian Cage, y'all. Seriously, man, it has been such an inspiration to see someone like you who has been completely over the hill for so long, still getting put on TV every week, and making an ass of himself. It's so brave. You see, the major difference between you and us, Christian, is that we may be on the back nine also, but Jeff and I are clearly the best we've ever been. The truth is the truth, and your truth, Christian, is that you should have just stayed retired. Why keep humiliating yourself like this, buddy? Let it go. I really do hate to be the one to break this news to you, man, but you're a has-been, Christian Cage. You're a so-called tag team expert who can't even win a tag team match anymore. So, here's a little advice for you, buddy. When Bandido beats your ass tonight, if I were you, I'd go ahead and leave my boots right here in the middle of the ring and call it a day.
Those were some fighting words from Matt Hardy to Christian Cage. I'll tell you what. And speaking of fighting words, I got a chance to chat with Brody King on AEW Unrestricted this week about his beef with Claudio Castagnoli. Take a listen. So tell me, Brody, what's the deal with you and Claudio? Did something happen between you two behind the scenes? Or do you just not get along?
He's just a fake tough guy, man. Honestly, all those BCC guys are fake. I don't think you can try to walk out of a match and call yourself tough in this business. At least not around me, you can't. Somebody needs to humble these guys, and I think I should be the one to do it. They don't intimidate me in the slightest.
Some strong words from Brody King there. Let's see how it all shakes out.
Whoa, that was a lot. Here comes Claudio. Yeah, so not to take away from this match here, We'll definitely get into what was just going on with that. But the Hardys, Matt kind of cutting a little promo there on Christian, pretty much telling him he needs to retire after that loss. Christian can't seem to shake all this criticism that he's getting for taking a loss in a tag match with a guy he's never tagged with before. People are already forgetting about Ray Phoenix because he got his win. He whooped the Luchasaurus. So as far as he's concerned, his name's been it. He ain't in it. But Christian, he's going to have a chance to redeem himself and hopefully shut some people up tonight. But it seems like a lot of people are calling him out. So. Brutal track. But yeah, this is a little deal. Brody King, as you just heard on AEW Unrestricted, pretty much said that Claudio, what he did last week, trying to walk out of that match with Swerve, when the BCC trot around acting like they're, you know, the meanest dudes here. That didn't fly. That didn't fly with Brody because he's obviously a terrifying guy. He's huge. And I definitely think that he's not about that kind of bitch stuff. So basically he's saying that Claudio doesn't deserve to call himself a tough guy, and the BCC don't deserve to act like they're better than everybody and tougher than everybody when they do things like that. So Brody wants to shut him up. See how it goes. Wow, right off the rip, Brody goes up and he hits a Hurricane Rana. I don't know if that's a testament more to Brody's agility for such a big guy, or Claudio's strength. Obviously, Claudio is known for being a super strong dude, and so he pretty much caught Brody Lee. Brody Lee just jumped right up on his shoulders. That was pretty brutal. And Claudio maybe thought he could powerbomb him, but didn't work out. Claudio with the upper hand in spite of the agile maneuver of Brody King. It's definitely more fluff than anything at this point because Claudio bringing it to him. Working that leg. Classic BCC style. Oh my goodness. He can't do that. Wow. From the ground, Claudio lifts Brody King up for a powerbomb, but Brody pretty much just pushes him off and immediately goes for a pin. So a little bit of mind games here. That was pretty interesting. But yeah, these two going outside now. We are getting a count, so we know that this is a normal match here. No crazy crazy rules or stipulations or anything like that. This is just a classic one-on-one match with international championship implications. This is a qualifier match. Tony Khan is yet to reveal what all these qualifiers are going to lead to for each of these matches, but what we do know is that if you win one of these matches that you're booked in as a qualifier match, then you are pretty much one of the very few standing in line for that title. So this was, you know, manifested from a personal grudge these two have, but just worked out that we also needed a matchup for this qualifier, so here we are. Brody starting to get the upper hand, manhandling Claudio here, tossing him around like a rag doll, but Claudio, I mean, you definitely can't have Brody talk about you like he did on Unrestricted and then not try to back some stuff up here, because You're under a microscope now, BCC. It looks like people are starting to call you out on your shit. Brody with a huge clothesline with a 2 count. Claudio kicking out. Whoa, Brody looking like he might have something ready for Claudio here. Oh, no. Claudio able to reverse what looked like potentially a finisher for Brody. He was looking like he was sizing Claudio up for maybe that big Rikishi driver type move. Big clothesline, big splash from Brody King. Brody starting to power his way through this match. He tries to go for a second one. Claudio not having it. Claudio not having it. And a huge clothesline from Claudio. Right now it's just a couple of big, mean, tough dudes just going at it, and Claudio, whoa, dives right through the rope with a shoulder tackle. This is what we expected this match to be. We expected it to be pretty much big meaty men slapping meat here, and oh, Claudio took a second to pose there on the apron, and Brody King knocks him off, and Brody thinking better of going to the top rope. But he steps out over the rope. Oh, takes a couple punches by Claudio right off the rip. Wow! What a display of strength from Claudio Castagnoli. He just took Brody King again like a ragdoll and swung him around and just suplexed him. That was very impressive. Quite the display of strength, but we're back, getting back in the ring, hopefully. Again, Claudio, oh, he baited Brody that time. Brody got the upper hand the last time Claudio decided to pose on the apron. Claudio poses again, baits him into the little choke there, but again, Claudio takes another one of those Hurricane Ranas, but it definitely looks like he's more playing possum and playing with Brody King at this point than anything. Huge axe handle smash off the top rope to the outside. This is definitely personal. You can tell in the aggression of these moves, in the moves that they're deciding to do to each other. They each feel like they have something to prove to each other. Whoa, my gosh, again. Oh my gosh, from the ground again. Lifted by Claudio and powerbombed on the outside. That is brutal. Somebody Brody's size should not be taking powerbombs like that. And he's taken a few major suplexes from the ground. I mean, we're talking a lot of weight hitting the ground hard. Brody with a 6 count. Oh, and Claudio breaks the count by going back out to whip up on Brody again. He's chopping him up. He's picking him up. Slammed on the outside. Again, Claudio just really wanting to show off some strength here. But that's not what Brody said. Brody didn't say that Claudio's not strong. Brody said that Claudio is a bitch. So, so that doesn't have anything to do with his strength. But regardless, Claudio really showing off his strength, but Brody finally getting the upper hand back, and now working some limb manipulation here, working that left leg of Claudio. It's now at a 6 count on the outside. Claudio looking like he's not in good shape. He hits the post. Oh my gosh, Brody. It's a 7 count. It's an 8 count. I do not see Claudio getting up from taking a pole kiss like that. On the outside, it's the 9 count. Claudio's starting to get up. The ref. Oh, this should have been a 10. It was so close. Claudio jumps in. Holy cow. He saves the outcome of this match. That was pretty interesting. You know, again, Claudio trying to prove that he is not this person that Brody's trying to say. But he doesn't have anything to prove to Brody. He just wants to whoop his ass, and he is, again, showing some displays of power. Huge slam. That's a big move. We got a rope break, though. Claudio doesn't think to pull Brody off the ropes. He's getting a little too excited. But Brody definitely feeling some effects after Claudio was able to come back from kissing the post there. And oh! Backdrop on the apron. These two really trying to inflict some serious damage to each other, but Brody with a reversal and a huge splash outside. Wow. Another one. He's really trying to give as much, inflict as much pain on Claudio as he can here. Oh, throws Claudio into the stairs. Oh, Brody King tries to do a, like a rolling senton there on Claudio. Misses a little bit, maybe connects with the leg, but hurts himself more than anything. But Brody doing exactly what Claudio did, stepping in and stepping back out and giving a huge pump kick to Claudio. Oh, and a big back body drop on the outside. These guys, these are some stiff landings that we're seeing right here. I mean, these guys have been slammed on the outside each a lot. Brody throwing Claudio over to the corner of the outside area, and we're at a 5 count. Claudio has already almost been counted out once, and he's getting up at a 6 right now. It looks like he might be okay. We're at 7, slowly making his way, but he's gonna be all right. He gets back into the ring. Brody lets him, misses a clothesline. It's able to tie him right back up though. Irish whip and a huge big boot. Brody. Claudio definitely seems to be feeling some effects. That I don't think that. Oh my gosh, here we go. Oh, there it is. The big driver. That's a 1, 2, 3. Brody King. What a match. These two really whooped each other's ass. But I mean, Brody did what he set to do. I really don't want to take too much away from Claudio because he really tried, and he showed some power, but that was rough. And I really think that I mean, he almost took a 10 count on the outside after getting his head bashed against the post. I mean, that seemed to have some effect, and Brody didn't forget that. Took advantage. What a win. Brody King moving on in the international qualifier here, but I'm going to let Tony Schiavone talk here.
Before we begin our main event tonight, let's go to Tony Schiavone to get a word with Christian Cage and Bandido.
All right, Excalibur, I'm here filling in for our colleague Mark Henry to talk with our competitors tonight. Christian Cage, I'll start with you. We heard a few words from Matt Hardy earlier, and he had a lot to say about you. Were you able to catch what he said? And if so, do you have any response?
Yeah, I heard what Matt Hardy said. You know, Matt, it's easy to talk when you haven't been in my position. I am here to do my job, to be a mentor to the young talent and to help lead a new generation. I'm doing what I know how to do, and that's to bring the best out of my opponents, simple and plain. But you know what? At this point in my career, I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I don't even care about any personal accolades, and I honestly don't even care about the TNT title. In fact, I've even asked Tony Khan that this match not be a TNT championship qualifier, but instead a tag team championship qualifier for me. So starting tonight, I will wrestle every single week on Rampage up until Double or Nothing. And when I beat every opponent that Tony Khan puts in front of me, then I'll have my sights set on you, Hardys, so rest assured. This has-been will be standing across the ring from you two sooner rather than later. And when I do, I'll be sure to have the right partner with me.
And how about you, Bandido? Anything to say as you prepare for this main event? Well, I guess not. It looks like we've had enough talk. It's time for the main event.
Wow. Interesting situation we have here. Bandido making his way to the ring. But Christian Cage, after hearing what Matt Hardy had to say about him tonight, and after the embarrassing tag team loss that has followed him since it happened, with redemption on the mind, he is saying that if he can win this match, then this is a tag team championship qualifier for Christian. If he can win this match, And he will continue to have matches on Rampage every week until Double or Nothing. If he can win every match, he and his secret mystery partner will be in tag team contention. We'll see how it goes. Christian making his way to the ring after making that declaration. It does not seem like the crowd is on his side here. But I'll be honest, I think what the Hardys did, or at least what Matt was saying earlier this evening, was a little bit rude, if you ask me. So personally, I don't know if Christian's the bad guy here, but the crowd certainly isn't convinced yet. A little bit of mixed reaction. This should definitely be a good match. We have a little bit of a styles clash here, but Bandido is an interesting... he's got an interesting moveset, an interesting skill set. He's got a lot of agility, but he's also got a lot of power. And that's a lot to overcome when a guy's got both of those things. So we'll see what Christian can do here. Bandido, if he wins this match, he is in the TNT title. This is still a TNT title qualifier for Bandido if he can win. So he wins and he's firmly in the TNT title picture. We have a few other well, I think we have Wheeler Yuta in there right now, and that's it. So Bandido will be right in there with Wheeler. Wheeler beats Sting on Dynamite, but yes, if Christian can win this and continue to win on Rampage every week, he's earning a tag team title shot. That's interesting offer that he and TK have, or an interesting arrangement that he and TK have come up with here. He said he'll make sure to have the right partner with him. I guess he does not feel that Ray Phoenix was the right partner. Does kind of seem like he maybe is blaming the loss on Ray there, but again, Ray dominant in his singles debut. So if Christian really wants to shut up the hate, then he'll have to win this match. Christian with the upper hand right now, working on Bandido. Bandido, a young guy, he has a lot to learn, and Christian, like Christian said in his little promo there just now, he did say that he's here to help the young talent, and maybe that's what he's trying to do here. Is, you know, obviously Christian wants to win this match, but let's see if he can teach Bandido a thing or two in the process. Definitely seems to be utilizing some old school wrestling tactics here. Christian again with the whip into the corner. And a huge reverse DDT off the turnbuckle, off the top rope. 1, 2. It's a 2 count. Bandido is able to kick out, but definitely an effective move. It looked devastating. Oh my gosh. Oh, it looked like Christian was going for that unprettier, but Bandido said no. And he was able to get a reversal in there, get a little back elbow in there, and gain some momentum of his own. He's working the legs of Christian up to this point, but we don't know what that could lead to. Bandido does have a few submissions in his sleeve, so definitely can't rule it out. Huge springboard corkscrew. It looked like, to the outside, landing right on top of Christian. Huge move, and Christian with a DDT to the outside. Devastating. Didn't take much. Bandito with the big move had the upper hand. Wasn't able to maintain the momentum. Now Christian doing what he does and slowly working on Bandito. Throws him into the stairs, gets back into the ring, and Bandito maybe getting counted out, but Christian up on the top rope. He's waiting for Bandito to get up. He would have to jump over the stairs, clear him, and he does! He does with a diving clothesline to the outside, clears the stairs, gets Bandito right on the button, and Christian feeling it. He is not joking about his hopes here in AEW. And he's definitely, I mean, very similar to Ray Phoenix. We saw Ray come out with some serious desperation. Oh, huge DDT from Bandito. Again, changing the story of this match here, but Christian Cage able to get Bandito back in the ring after taking that DDT. Misses a quick little elbow drop. Bandito with the flying knee. Nice sequence here. Bandito able to get the upper hand back after landing the big move on the outside. Enters the ring again with the upper hand. So things all in all for Bandito coming back around full circle. We've got a huge, huge fireman's carry moonsault type move here. I don't even know exactly what to call that, but that was a 2 count. That's the display of power. We've got a fight forever chant going. That's the agility and the power mixed together that we saw. Oh, a huge splash to the back of Christian. Bandito doing work with the Irish whip. Oh, snapdragon suplex. Again, Bandito with that varied offense. He's got a lot of moves in his arsenal and a lot of ways he can hurt you, and he's showing that here against Christian with, looks like a GTH. I'm not sure exactly what he calls that, but a huge move, and Christian feeling the effects, looking woozy, and he has been on the receiving end of some devastation ever since they got back into the ring, and even on the outside of the ring. Again, with that fireman's carry off the top, another one. We got a 1, we got a 2, we got a 2 count. Oh, the crowd is chanting one more time. He's giving him 2, and Bandito again with the, Christian scouted it from the first time, moved out of the way, sidesteps Bandito's. Didn't really help though. Bandito still able to catch Christian off guard with a standing shooting star. Bandito. Again, the varied offense is proving to be a lot for Christian to handle. I definitely don't think that he was quite ready when he took this match for the combination that that Bandito has. Bandito shooting the gun at him there. Don't want to make a habit of saying that on the stream, but Bandito, he was diving. That, what is the count here? We are at, it's a 1 count because Bandito reset the count, but Bandito went for a diving off the top rope Hurricane Rana, it looked like. Christian was able to catch him, powerbomb him onto the guardrail and onto the outside, and then Christian with a huge suplex on Bandito to the outside as well. Christian, he's finding, it seems maybe that he's able to gain the upper hand when they're outside the ring, when he can neutralize some of Bandito's agility, when he can neutralize some of what Bandito can do from a height perspective, from a vertical perspective, when he gets him down to sea level. We're seeing what Christian is willing to do to get the upper hand here. He leaves Bandito on the guardrail, gets back into the ring on the 7 count. We're about to count to 8. We're 8. Christian, he's feeling like he might have this. Bandito needs to gather himself. He's just taking a nap. He gets up. Last second at the 9 count, jumps right in. Wow, Christian able to duck under a slap attempt from Bandido and hit him with another one of those suplexes. So this is the story here. The back of Bandido really taking a punishment. Oh, and the unprettier. The unprettier. This could definitely be it. 1, 2. Oh, Bandido kicking out of the unprettier. But, and reversing Christian's offense here. Bandido going to the top, but he's just posing. Jumps down from the top rope, immediately taking a Snapdragon suplex. Hot dogging around and got whooped, got slammed, and then a huge knee to the stomach. What's Christian got? Christian does do a big frog splash move, and there it is. That's a classic Christian signature. And right after the knee to the stomach, that's a 3 count. Oh, after everything going into the abuse of the torso of Bandido, the back, the stomach, the chest, all the chops, all the DDTs, the reverse DDTs. Definitely looked like Bandido was taking a whole lot of damage there to the upper body, and with a big knee to the gut and then a big frog splash on top of it, that's enough to seal the deal. Christian gets his W. That's a tag team qualifier match for Christian, but he's not done. We're gonna match him up again for Rampage next week, and he's gonna have to keep winning for the next 2 weeks. If he can win these next 2 matches on Rampage, then we may see Christian Cage and a mystery tag partner in the tag scene here. And there we go. That is gonna be the Rampage Week 2 show. May Week 2. That was fun. A lot to recap there. We saw a lot of stuff go down. I mean, first things first, Hardys and the Guns, really great tag match. Again, you really can't discount the Guns. They really gave it to the Hardys. The Hardys had a lot of chances to win. They just couldn't get their timing right. They could not neutralize the other partner and isolate somebody to get a pin. So that's a huge part of winning a tag team match. You've got to isolate an opponent, isolate the legal man, and that's kind of what it's going to take to get tag wins in this universe here. So Hardys proved to finally figure it out. They get a huge win. Hardys undefeated so far in singles and tag team action, each of them 2-0 altogether. So great win for the Hardys. Obviously Matt Hardy called out Christian Cage at the end of that match, pretty much called him a has-been, and said that if he loses this match against Bandido, that he should retire, and he probably actually should have retired for losing that match with Ray Phoenix last week. So again, Christian, I think he definitely did some work towards redeeming himself there with that W. But continuing on after that Hardy's Gun match, we had Claudio Castagnoli from Blackpool Combat Club against Brody King of House of Black. Brody King, again, he kept Claudio from leaving his match with Swerve last week. Came out when Claudio tried to dip out, threw him back into the ring. Wasn't going to let that happen. Why he cared, we didn't seem to really know until today, when we heard that clip of Brody King on Unrestricted saying that he's pretty sick of the BCC thinking that they're better than everybody backstage and walking around like tough guys when they're obviously not tough guys. I don't think we can say that Claudio's not a tough guy. Especially we don't know about the rest of the BCC, but we can definitely say that while Claudio did try to dip out of that Swerve match, who knows what was going on in Claudio's life that night, but he did stand his own in this match, showed some incredible displays of power and strength against Brody King. I hope I've been saying Brody King and not Brody Lee, RIP, but Brody King nonetheless. But yes, anyway, Brody, though, in the end would get the win. It was a hard hitting match. These guys were really like just beating the crap out of each other on the outside. A lot of real stiff hits. It was brutal. Really fun match to watch, but Brody King prevails in a very physical altercation in an international qualifier as well, international title qualifier. So that's definitely going to catapult Brody Lee, RIP, Brody King into the international title scene. So he's in there. And then we had, obviously, we just mentioned the Christian Cage, just saw and mentioned the Christian Cage and Bandido match. Really fun match. Bandido showing some stuff. Impressive moveset, impressive skill set. Was definitely proving to be a lot for Christian to overcome there for a second. But Christian found the even playing field, the neutralizing or the I guess that's what you call it. He evened the playing field by taking the match outside, was able to get Bandido into some trouble, worked his back and stomach area, upper body and torso a lot with slams, body slams, power bombs, hit that big clothesline to the outside. I mean, he definitely did a lot of his work on the outside of the ring, was able to get Bandido back in, hit the unprettier, hit a big knee to the gut that clearly did some damage, and then obviously hit the big frog splash, a classic Christian maneuver to seal the deal. Interesting way to win. Christian did it though. I definitely I think both were impressive. We definitely obviously haven't seen the end of Christian, but we're definitely not seeing the end of Bandido. I don't think either. He's gonna be around, and that was a nice display. So really good, fun card. But that's the end of week 2. That's the end of Rampage. We will go over a little bit of, well, not a little bit. We'll go over the whole card of Dynamite. We're going to move on to May week 3. Week 3. We've got this Dynamite and then one more Dynamite on the way to Double or Nothing. So, but there's a lot to figure out in the title pictures for certain. So, we'll kind of review this match card here. We have in a TNT Championship qualifier, we've got Swerve Strickland versus Preston Vance. Okay, so obviously we had a TNT Championship qualifier on the books for tonight with Christian Cage and Bandido. Didn't work out that way. Christian got a W. He forfeits his TNT Championship qualifier opportunity, turns it in for a tag team qualifier. So he's in that scene. He's in that division right now. He's not worried about the TNT Championship. So again, the only person so far that we have qualified for the TNT title is Wheeler Yuta after he beats Sting. So we definitely have to get somebody else into the picture here. Can't just give the belt to anybody. It's got to be earned. But Swerve and Preston both took losses in the first week. Swerve, like we just mentioned, lost to Claudio Castagnoli. He had a good chance, but Claudio stepped out, got hit by Brody King, stepped back in, and maybe Brody is good for Claudio. You know, maybe he woke Claudio up. And Claudio won that match. He was able to prevail, and then he comes in and has a very impressive showing, even in a loss against Brody King. So maybe, you know, maybe the House of Black can bring that real deep toughness out of the BCC, because, you know, got to have competition. But regardless, this is not about them. This is about Swerve Strickland and Preston Vance. They both have a chance for some redemption. Preston lost in the 3-way match with Kenny Omega and Lee Moriarty. Again, Lee Moriarty has gotten his match. He wrestled Adam Cole last week, which we'll get to here in a minute, but he had a chance at redemption, wasn't able to capitalize. But both of these guys, Swerve Strickland, Preston Vance, winner will be in the TNT championship picture going into Double or Nothing, and it's going to be a good match. Quite a styles clash. I don't know about clash, but an interesting matchup nonetheless. So we will definitely see that. Our second match is going to be La Facción Ingobernable versus Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. Very similar to what we saw tonight. We had the Hardys take on the Guns in a match that a lot of people may have thought for sure this was just the Hardys going through the motions here. they got taken to the limit, and it was quite a test with the Gun Club. So same deal with La Faction and Gobernable. They had a big win against the Huntsman. That's Anthony Bowens and Hook. They did some questionable things after the match, took some chair shots to those guys. I'm definitely hearing that those guys may be out of action for a little bit after that attack, but nonetheless, this is about La Faction. They got a big win. They did win it fair and square at the end of the day, as far as we know. But they're still in the they're in the tag team. This is essentially kind of like a glorified tag team qualifier situation as well. We'll see if La Faction and Gobernable can get a win. And it's like we said about the Christian Cage situation. If Christian can't win all of his matches at Rampage, the title shots are going to go to the two tag teams that have the best records. Right now, La Faction and Gobernable is 1-0. The Huntsmen are 1-1. And the Hardys are 1-0 as a tag team, 2-0 total. So this will go a long way if La Faction can win this match and Christian can't keep up his momentum. They're going to step right into the title picture and into the title match at Double or Nothing, considering what happens. So a lot on the line here for them. A lot on the line for Jay Lethal and Jeff Jarrett. This is their first action, so we'll see how it goes. But that's going to be a huge tag match. Our next match of the night is going to be an international championship qualifier. Again, like we said, Tony Khan has not revealed what this is all going to lead to. But we do know that whoever wins these matches are right firmly in the driver's seat for their opportunities. So international championship qualifier with Pac versus Ethan Page. Again, redemption for both of these guys. Pac took the loss in our first AEW match with Jeff Hardy on Dynamite. He's back to try and figure it all out and put himself in a title picture as well. Ethan Page, his first match in AEW was against Adam Cole. A very hard fought match. Adam Cole is able to prevail, but Ethan Page looking for redemption as well as Pac. Very similar situation to what we have with Swerve and Preston. I mean, this is truly double or nothing for Pac, Ethan Page, Swerve, and Preston Vance. We're doubling down. If you win, you are in the picture to win a title at Double or Nothing. You'll have your opportunity. If you lose, you're completely out. So Double or Nothing for these guys, and we're gonna see how it goes. We are going to have as our next match after this a world title qualifier. It is gonna be the big man Wardlow versus the leader of the Blackpool Combat Club, the purveyor of violence, Jon Moxley. Quite a matchup here. It's going to be some hard hitting for sure. These guys definitely don't like to take it easy, and they definitely like to get wild in there. So I'm definitely foreseeing a very hard hitting match. Definitely passionate match. These guys put their heart into everything they do, both of these guys. So yes, we have Kenny Omega, Keith Lee, and Malachi Black have all won World Championship qualifiers. It wasn't officially announced that Kenny and Keith Lee were winning qualifier matches, but they did win their matches on the first episode of Dynamite. We just didn't have a title for what they were doing yet, but those wins are going to qualify them in the world title picture. So Kenny Omega, Keith Lee, Malachi Black all in there. Wardlow and Jon Moxley competing for that final spot. This is going to be our final AEW World Championship qualifier, and then we'll hear from Tony Khan what he has to say about where this is all leading. So that said, we do also want to hear from Tony Khan, because our main event of Dynamite is definitely dependent on what TK said earlier this week. I say this week, he said it yesterday. In regards to the Adam Cole Lee Moriarty match. I don't know if you remember, but Adam Cole took a sledgehammer to Lee, hit him in the knees with it a few times, then picked him right up and hit him with the boom. The ref looked right at it, didn't do anything. He also didn't make any counts out, 10 counts when the guys were outside of the ring. So after kind of a screwy finish, TK wanted to address what happened in that match, and he did so on Busted Open. I don't know, I might have said Unrestricted, but he did so on Busted Open yesterday. Let's take a listen.
What Adam Cole did last night on Dynamite was absolutely uncalled for. It was illegal. The referee who officiated this match has already been disciplined as a result, and it was just not how we want to see such an important match end. But I'll tell you what, a wise man once said that controversy creates cash. So if that's how Adam Cole wants to conduct his business in the ring, then I can certainly even the playing field for him. I've already talked to Lee Moriarty about this, and he's ready to go. So next week on Dynamite in El Paso, Texas, we will see a rematch between Adam Cole and Lee Moriarty in a Texas death match. No holds barred, no disqualification, anything goes, and I hope Adam Cole can live with the outcome because the winner will compete for the TNT Championship at Double or Nothing.
So huge announcement right there from TK. We have a Texas death match where the winner will receive a TNT title berth at Double or Nothing, bypassing the line here. Those qualifiers are still in play. Wheeler Yuta won his. Again, we're going to have the TNT qualifier on this episode of Dynamite. But the winner of this match, Lee Moriarty versus Adam Cole in a Texas death match in El Paso, jumps the line, jumps into Double or Nothing, and will compete for the TNT title. What a stipulation, what a match it's going to be. I definitely anticipating it being pretty crazy. So, yeah, what a card, a very interesting card. But that's going to be week 2. That's all of week 2. We're jumping into week 3. We are on the road to Double or Nothing, and it won't be long, and we'll be having a crazy Double or Nothing show. I'm really excited about it, really excited to see who wins these titles. We'll see you at Dynamite here in just a couple days. Hopefully on Wednesday, we'll have that right up for you. So it's been fun. That's week 2. We'll see you in week 3. AEW. Let's go.